Welcome back to the AP Pro Football Podcast. Zach Gershman joined alongside by Arizona Cardinal Isaiah Simmons. Isaiah, the Super Bowl here in your home city, being in Arizona. How cool is this?
It's pretty cool, but I'm not feeling the traffic. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Too much?
Yeah, it's getting heavy, especially as of today. So, I won't be mad when it goes back to the regular traffic. But it's cool. Cool to see all the events going on that everybody has. It's fun to see friends out here. I'm from Kansas, so
yeah.
I got a lot of people from back home who are out here that I know. It should be fun.
What does it mean for the Cardinals organization to have the nation's eyes all here in Glendale?
Man, I feel like it put a lot of attention on us, not as if we didn't have enough, especially with Hard Knocks and whatnot. But, I definitely feel like it just maybe put the spotlight on us a little bit more.
Man, let's talk a little bit about that Hard Knocks experience. What did you learn knowing that there was a camera all around the facility all the time? What were some of the things you took away from that experience?
It's almost as if you kind of forget about it just because there's always cameras around, So I say the biggest takeaway is when guys are mic'd up for sure. So other than that, you kind of just forget about it just because we didn't have the big cast like it is in training camp. There was only like a few cameras around, so it wasn't anything that was too in the way or so much to where it would distract you.
Did you learn anything about your team through the Hard Knocks experience?
Yeah, I found out we got some guys who are successful in the NFL and could be successful in Hollywood. Not just joking.
They know how to act.
Yeah, I'm just joking. No, it was all good. Really,
Yeah, I get that. So, one of the players that was featured a good chunk on Hard Knocks was J.J. Watt. Being on the defensive side of the ball, him being a first ballot Hall of Famer once he is eligible, now that he's retired, what were some of the things you learned from J.J.?
Oh, man, J.J., first of all, he's always trying to teach us something at all times. He's gave me little tidbits that I've taken from his game to implement in my game. That I'll just live on forever. But beyond that, JJ, he would always pour into me and Zaven just with his veteran knowledge of life, So I can always appreciate him just for, just talking to me about things with life, things beyond football. And, I feel like, that's really what makes him also the guy that he is. It's just the great leader that he was, and he showed us what it is to to be a great leader and how to do things the right way.
Budda Baker recently came out and spoke about how the first game against the Chiefs, you were able to see that you guys were not 100% there yet. Mm-hmm. Entering this offseason, what's the number one thing you want your team to focus on as they approach the 2023 season?
Honestly, I just say it's the little things. Just like focusing in on fine details, and then after that, I would just say sense of urgency. Everyone just needs to get on a new page of sense of urgency from Budda, which would be insane.
Yeah.
Me, Kyler, DeAndre, whoever it could be. So I just say sense of urgency and then details.
Awesome. Let's talk a little bit here about Legacy League. Being from Clemson, I know that that's something that you take to heart and you're really proud of. Why was it so important to partner with your alma mater?
Personally with me, I would say it was important just because I would say it's important just because, just the history of Clemson and, what it means to everybody that goes there. Guys from Clemson, I don't know if people probably don't know this too often, but we tend to stick together even after college. Mm-hmm. Just like, me and T. Higgins, that's my best friend. DeAndre Hopkins, that's my best friend. So, being able to do the NFT world along with, my alma mater, something that means something to me that was something important to me. I think NFTs are dope. They're the future of the art world, of being able to, own your own exclusive things. So I just thought it would be, a dope opportunity to be able to to do that.
Why is it so important for college athletes to learn about the NFT space? Because NIL has obviously changed the landscape of college athletics as a whole. But from your perspective, being somebody that was in college when NIL was discussed, but it was never actually acted upon, and now that it's a part of the game, why is it so important for the Clemson athletes, but also athletes all across the NCAA to know about NIL and NFTs?
Ultimately, what NIL was, guys like myself who were wanting that for the whole time they were in school, it's just to be able to benefit off your likeness. So there are ways that you could do that as a college athlete and owning your own NFT that, your fans and your school's fans or your family, that they can join and support with. So I feel like really just being able to understand your name, image, and likeness, and being able to benefit off of it and go into the things that are going to be the future. Like I think NFTs and like the meta world and everything is going to be the future. So I feel like just getting a jump start on it and getting ahead of the game is the best way to do it.
Got a fun question for you here. If NIL was a thing when you were in college, what would be that NIL deal that you'd want to sign on first?
I'm a car guy, so I would want to do some type of car deal. Yeah.
That makes sense. What type of car you thinking?
In college, I wanted a Hellcat real bad. So that probably would have been where my mind would have been. But the NIL money they're getting now,
yeah,
who knows?
They could have got a lot more than just the Hellcat.
Yeah, who
at this
knows?
Point. So last question for you here: Birds and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Who do you think hoists the Lombardi? I know you had that Kansas connection, but are you riding with the Chiefs or the Birds?
Patrick Mahomes is a very hard guy to beat, but the Eagles, they're good. They're really good on both sides of the ball. They got a nasty D-line. They got the receivers. They got MVP quarterback. I just think they're gonna be hard to beat.
Isaiah, thank you so much for joining us here.
Yep, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yep, thank you.